I'll come over, Charles.
Thanks.
Is it?
Hey, cool. Hello, everyone. 16 people. All right. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. My name is Charles. Sorry I'm late. But yeah, let's do some yoga. I teach over at West End Yoga here in the city. If you like class today, I teach every weekend. And I also teach for Aim to Empower, which is a nonprofit which seeks to bring yoga and meditation out to different communities, especially places that are underserved. So if you would like, you can check out more information about Aim to Empower at aimtoempower.com or .org. And what AIM is, it stands for Asana Inquiry Meditation. So asana is what we're about to do right now, which is like the actual, moving of yoga. And then inquiry is something else. And then meditation, obviously, we know what that is. But inquiry is kind of like more like journaling and stuff like that. But it's all part of yoga in this style. So let's get started. Everyone, make your way onto your mat. And we'll get started in child's pose. So if you don't know what child's pose is, go ahead and get on your mat and take your knees wide along your mat and press your forehead down into your mat. See if I can set up my phone here. So we're basically going to place our knees wide along our mat, and then we're really going to stretch our forehead, our arms ahead, and press your forehead down into your mat. Keep your eyes open here. And we'll start with your special yoga breath, which is our Ujjayi breath. So you're going to inhale to the count of 4, and then take a big exhale to the count of 4. Something like this. Not familiar. Your back toes are going to touch. Put your arms up all along your mat. Take some big inhales. Even bigger exhale. And then we'll come up to all 4s for tabletop. I want to get from the side so that you can see. No, like, come over here, maybe.
No. I was trying to see if I could.
I was trying to set up the camera. All right, so we'll just add some movement to our breath. Do some cat-cow breathing. So inhale, look up. Exhale, arch your back like a scared cat. And do this at your own breath. We're just adding movement to our breath. Take a big inhale up, big exhale. Look down. Go ahead and do this at your own breath. And then once you finish, please look over to the side. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, look over your left. Inhale, exhale, look over your right shoulder. Beautiful. Keep that up at your own pace, your own breath. Try to keep your movements matched with your breath. So as you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, you're looking over one of your shoulders. And then once you feel nice and complete, come back to tabletop. Take a big breath in. Make your way to downward facing dog. Going down dog, we want our feet about with this apart. Pressing down into the mat with our toes, palm mounds of our toes, and the palms of our hands. Index fingers should be facing at 12 o'clock. Go ahead and press your chest back toward your thigh. And bend your knees as much as you need to make that happen. It's always good to keep a soft bend in your knees and your elbows. That way we're never locking our joints. Always keep the muscle. Go ahead and shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then slowly walk to the front of the mat. Ragdoll pose. So we're just going to make a C curve with our spine. Still pressing down into the mat with our feet. We're just going to hang out here. You grab your elbows. Rock from side to side. And go ahead and lift and spread your 10 toes and really get a step here. Press down into the mat. So it's the center of your heel, palm around the foot, and press down. Really good, get your 10 steps holding you up right now. And then slowly rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, do a little back bend. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart center. Push your thumb knuckles into your chest so you can feel the vibration. And we'll begin class with 3 ohms. Inhale. Inhale as you reach up for extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Make your spine nice and long. Nice flat. Exhale, chaturanga. Put your hands down the mat. Step back. Lower down for a little push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Then we'll move to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up. Extended mountain. Reach up. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Chaturanga. We'll push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take another 2 breaths. Side out. One more inhale. Move to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise on up to extended mountain. Take your arms up, extend all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Go ahead and walk your dog. You can walk your hips out from side to side. Do whatever you need to do to wake your body up this morning. And then go ahead and jump or walk to the front. So if you want to jump, bring your knees so that they're parallel. Your shins are parallel back. Look forward and jump to the front. Inhale, halfway lift up. Get a nice long spine here. We're going for length. Forward fold. Take a big inhale. We sit for chair pose. So we want to lift our chest up to the ceiling, pointing our tailbone down to the ground. We sink deeper with our hips, and we keep our breath going. So that nice steady breath, especially when our muscles start to heat up. They start to shake. That just means our muscles are happy. And then we'll take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. I'll teach you a drop next. Go ahead and place your hands down onto the mat. Bend your knees. Jump back. Low push-up. Place your left arms down. Press down for upward facing dog. Look up. Downward facing dog. Now we're going to step our right foot forward for warrior one on the right side. So my feet are on railroad tracks. My back foot's pointing at 10 o'clock. My front foot's pointing straight ahead. Make sure your hips are pointing toward the front of your mat. Then inhale your arms up, sitting up nice and tall all the way to the crown of your head. A big inhale here. Big exhale, chaturanga. Up facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one on your left side. Go ahead, get your foundation set up. You're pressing down with the back edge of your right foot this time. They're on railroad tracks. Your front foot's pointing straight ahead. Back foot's at like 2 o'clock this time. Point your hips to the front of your mat. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Down facing dog. Exhale. 15 breaths here. Big inhale. Bigger exhale. One more. Knock it out. And walk or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. Be here for one breath this time. Take a big inhale in. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Big inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Inhale as you go up. Exhale, chaturanga. Full push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Same thing left side. Inhale as you go up. Down, lift up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take 2 more breaths here. We got one more sun bead. You got this. Take a big inhale here. Exhale it out and move to the front of your mat. Don't jump. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose. It's nice and deep and smile because yoga's fun. And then exhale forward. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right foot steps forward. Inhale as you go up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one left side. Press down. Look up. Reach up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale your right foot up to the ceiling. A little bit of bend in your standing leg. But inhale your top foot up. Make sure your toes are pointing down toward the ground. And go ahead, bend your knee. You're going to open up your hips for 3-legged dog. Make sure there's even weight in both your shoulders here. We have a tendency to put all of our weight to one shoulder or the other. Try to balance it out. Once you find that balance, you can keep flipping your dog until your other foot hits the ground. Flip up. Keep your feet at 12 o'clock. Your knees are parallel. Imagine you have a block in between your knees right now. So you're firing up your legs. Most of your weight is on your right foot, pressing down. Then really reach overhead. Lift your chest up a little bit higher, your hips up a little bit higher. Take a big breath in. Exhale, we're gonna flip over for side plank on the right. Side plank, we're basically standing same way we would on our feet, we're just on our side right now. Go ahead and look up at your top hands, maybe your leg goes up, but keep your leg such that you would be able to walk on the wall behind you. So as you can see, my feet are parallel to the wall, windows behind me. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale your left foot there. Make sure your toes are pointing to the ground. You're bending your standing foot, knee. Bend your left knee. Open up your hips. Don't hang out in three-legged dog for 1 second. Really feel that opening. And then gently, as slow as you can, that foot comes to the ground. Set your feet up so that they're parallel, they're 12 o'clock. Our chin north alignment. And then really reach forward as you place most of your weight into your left foot this time. And breathe. Take one more big inhale in. Exhale. And give it a side plank on the other side. Again, we're just making Tadasana or standing pose on the side. You can inhale a leg up. You can also take this pose on your knee. Modifications are always good. Do whatever you need to just take care of yourself. And also, I invite you to challenge yourself too. Take a big exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. You can also take these on your knees. Downward facing dog. And if at any point you feel really tired, right now we just got done with the weight gain series, you can always take a child's pose. I invite you to push through, but take care of yourself. So this is the awakening part. Hopefully we're nice and awake now. Time for some vitality. So we're really gonna get the blood flowing. So take a big inhale, side out, step your right foot forward for crescent lunge with your right side. So crescent lunge, our back heel is going to be above our toes. Our feet are on railroad tracks, pointing straight ahead. Let's start with our hands on our hips. Make sure our hips are pointing forward. And then check out your back thigh. You want to try to lift it up to the ceiling as much as possible. As you keep a 90-degree bend in the front knee. This is what we're shooting for. But you can always take modifications. Bring your knee down to the ground. If you need to, maybe for a second. Then inhale your arms up, look up, stand up nice and tall. And then on your next exhale, bring your heart center, tip forward, switch to your right. And I don't have the balance today. So we're gonna tip to the right. For revolving crescent lunge, you can open up your arms here. Then on our next inhale, we're gonna go back to crescent lunge. Exhale, move into warrior two. So warrior two, you can draw a line straight from my back heel to the center of my back foot. Sinking deep into that front knee, pressing into the back edge of our back foot. I'm going to take our gaze or our drishti straight in front of our hands. So I'm kind of looking over my top fingers. Stand up nice and tall here. Express through your chest and upper back. Lean forward and open up for extended side angle. It helps to have a block right outside your right foot if you can't quite reach the floor. And then really think about lifting your chest up to the ceiling as you reach toward the corner of your room. You can also take a bind here, half bind, full bind. And if that's not accessible, you can do the beach ball, hold this for a few seconds. So we'll be here for 3, 2, 1, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Go ahead and step your left foot forward for warrior one, or one left side. So the ball mount of your foot is up again. This foot, point your head towards the front of the room, stand up nice and tall. Go ahead and put your arms up. And lift them up so they're like out of your peripheral vision. So that way your shoulder blades are coming together in the back. Go ahead and look up. And on your next exhale, tip forward, hands to heart center, twist left. Again, you can open up your arms here if you like. Really get a nice twist from your lower back, all the way up through your chest. And inhale, all the way back up to press. Exhale, open up for your two. Really sink deep into that front knee, pressing to the outer edge of your back foot. Go ahead and lean forward, open up for extended side angle. You're pressing your chest up toward the ceiling, and you're really reaching towards the corner of your room, going for length. Think about length all the way through your crown of your head, down through your tailbone. One more big breath in, take a bind, full bind, half bind, beach ball pose. One more big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in. Side out. And then walk or jump. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, sit nice and deep. Bring your hands together. Lean forward, twist to the right. Third twist right. Again, you can open up your arms here. Notice that your left knee wants to come forward. Try not to let it. Try to keep your knees in line. That way your hips are in line. Good. Now take a big inhale. And we'll come back to chair pose. Exhale. Forward fold. Grab onto your big toes. Just let your head hang there. Kick your head yes. Shake your head no. Just let all the prep happen this week fall off your back and sweat. Be present right here, right now. See how much recovery you can get. This pose here. A few more breaths. Take a big inhale, back to chair pose. And then as an exhale, we're going to prayer twist to the other side. Again, watch your right is kind of forward. Try not to let it. Try to keep your knees in line. And you can also lift and spread your 10 toes here and press down into the mat. And then sink your hips down a little bit lower. Arms really open. Inhale and come back to chair. Look up, reach up, exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to put our entire palm under our foot. So bend your knees as much as you need to make this happen. So I'm not super flexible, so I have to bend my spot. But bend your knees such that your chest meets your thighs. Then you can play around with straightening your legs, bending your legs. But again, just let your head hang here. See how much recovery you can get just this one. Again, we'll start for goddess squat. And then we'll work our way into crow. If you have crow, go for it. We're gonna work on getting there. I'm gonna teach getting there right here. So we'll start off in goddess squat. So we're starting off by pressing our elbows into our knees, and our knees are pressing into our elbows. So feel that pressure, that tension. And with that tension still going, place your hands on the ground. I'm still pressing my elbows into my knees and my knees into my elbows. Now I'm just leaning forward onto my, and then maybe this is as far as you get. Maybe you can lift one foot up. Maybe you can lift the other foot up. Until eventually you lift both feet up and you can touch your back toes together. Or whatever. So let's try that one more time. We're pressing our elbows into our knees and we're pressing our knees into our elbows. And then we're just gonna tip forward for crow pose. Now if we got crow pose, we're gonna hold it for 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna shoot back. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And don't worry if you weren't able to shoot back or anything. We're just playing around. It's yoga practice, not yoga perfect. So it's all good. If you have any more questions, please come see me at West End. And then go ahead and press your chest back towards your thighs with a big inhale. Exhale it out and walk or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Extended mountain. Take your right arm under your left arm and your right leg over your left leg for eagle pose. The eagle pose is the first pose in our equanimity series. Equanimity is all about staying calm in the middle of the storm. So we literally just did all those crazy chaturangas, and now we're literally asking to stand on one leg. So yoga is all about being calm when things get tough. Switch sides. So we're sweating, might be a little bit out of breath. And now we want to try to steady that. Find a point of focus to look at. And bring your attention back towards your body. And just really reconnect. You're hugging everything that are lying. Just sink your hips a little bit lower. Lift your elbows higher. And breathe. Go ahead and release. Take it out. And then we'll set up for extended leg raise. You can grab your knee. If you have access, you can grab your foot. You can bend your knee as much as you need to grab it. And go ahead and take your foot or your knee out to the side of your left shoulder. Hold it for 1 second. And press back. Come to the center. Push back for airplane. Really keep your lifted leg activated and your toes pointed down. Keep that breath going. Especially now when people tend to stop breathing. Especially bring the breath. So open up your chest, look up a little bit. And then from here, bring your hand down to the mat, or to a water bottle, or to a block. And you'll just afternoon. Eventually, you won't need the block on the floor. You can do this by really activating this top leg. And eventually, you'll use your core strength to let your arm come up to your heart. You can even take your gaze up. Hold this for one more breath. Exhale, come on, shake it out. Now it's the other side. So grab your left leg this time, or your left knee. Either is good, but if you grab your knee, keep your foot flexed. Then look over to your right shoulder as you open up to the left. Come on back to center. Press your left leg back this time. Airplane on the left. You're gonna lift your chest up just a little bit. Your gaze is straight in the front of your mat. Press back through your foot. And then you're gonna open up for half moon on the left. Again, bring your hand down to a block, which will be your mat. And eventually you can take some pressure off your mat, off your body. Let's say gently rise up, maybe all the way to your heart. Keep your back leg flexed, extended. Hold it for one more breath. And then exhale, try to shake it out. Or shake it out. We'll come up to the top of our mat for a standing position. Stand up nice and tall. And then bring your right leg into your left leg. Your foot can be anywhere along your leg except your knee for tree pose. But even kickstand is fine here. Just really open up your hips so that your knee is facing the right side of your mat. And then we're going to stand up nice and tall. You can start with your hands down low. And then gently lift your arms straight up so they're out of your vision. And then you can look up, maybe take a back bend, and then switch sides. So we got tree pose again. Foot can be anywhere along your leg except your knee. And kickstand is totally fine. Make sure your left knee is pointing toward the left side of the mat. And go ahead and take an arm variation that you don't like. For me, it's reverse prayer hands. For you, it may just be taking your arms up and looking up. But either way, try it out, get uncomfortable, and breathe. Take one more deep breath in, exhale, into the front, hand, shake out. Then inhale, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. You can walk or jump back, lower down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. This time we're going to step our right foot through our hands. And we're going to open up for a triangle pose. The triangle, my right foot's pointing straight ahead, my back foot's pointing toward the left side of the mat. I'm going to lift up through my chest, through my arm, rising all the way up to the ceiling. Keep the softness in your knees, so your knees are not completely locked here. You should feel a stretch in your hamstring, as well as a stretch in your left side leg. Then go ahead, open up. You may even be able to do a back bend here. As you reach up toward the ceiling. Then rise on up for wide leg, side facing forward fold. You're going to face both toes toward the left side of your mat. Go ahead and take a bind behind your back. Then we're going to lean forward, keeping your knees soft. So your knees are still bent. And you just don't let your hands fall over your head. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Then we'll catch our hips, rise on up. We'll set up for namaste, front facing forward fold. Step your right foot forward, your left foot back, kind of like a mini warrior one stance. Go ahead and grab the backs of the elbows, or you can do reverse prayer hands. And with a soft bend in your knees, gently lower yourself down. You can bring your nose all the way down to your knee. Just hang out here, enjoy that stretch. And bring your left hand down to the ground and your right hand out to the side. If you want, grab your outside of your left foot with your right foot with your left hand. And then you're gonna twist open for twisting triangle. So think about every inhale, you're lengthening your spine from your tailbone all the way to the crown of your head. And then every exhale, you're twisting. Nice. Do this for one more breath. Exhale, shutter. Slow push up. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Same thing, left side. Triangle. Go ahead. Lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Left arm comes down to your ankle, which will block. Rise up. And then really reach your top arm up to the ceiling. And maybe you got the back bend. Go for it. We'll big inhale here. And then we'll set up for a wide leg side facing forward fold here. Catch your hips. Go ahead and lower your head all the way down towards your mat. And then from here, you can take some twists, yogi's choice. You can twist from side to side, making sure that your movement is in line with your breath. You can also just stay right here in the center. Just feel that nice stretch. And if you want, you can also do some ninja lunges. You're going back and forth from side to side, pointing your opposite foot up into the air. And if you want a little bit more challenge, you can bring your hands to heart center and go back and forth on your own breath. So yogi's choice here. And then once you feel nice and complete, come on back to center. We'll all meet up here. At your hips, rise on up. Now stay front facing, forward fold left. With front foot facing forward, mini warrior one stance. Grab your elbows or take reverse prayer hands. Go ahead and forward, forward. Now stay front facing, forward fold. And breathe. Biggest thing is just to breathe. And take your right foot down to the floor, the outside of your left foot. Open up your left arm out to the side and twist them. Everything, lengthening our spine. Every episode, twist open. One more inhale. Exhale, twist. And shutter. Low flex. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a big breath in. Side out. Come on out to high plank. And then slowly lower all the way down to your mat. We're going to lift up from locust pose. The locust pose, you're lifting your chest off the ground, top of your thighs off the ground, and your feet are pointing down. We're just going to do one locust today, but we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So what does it take for you to stay in this pose, especially when you want to come out of it? Maybe it's breathing a little bit more. Maybe it's swearing. Maybe it's just doing a little bit less effort, a little more ease. We're trying to find that balance. So where can you find in this pose, that place where you could just hold this pose for days? Find that place, and we'll hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Gently lower down. And we'll set up for floor bow. So grab the backs of your ankles. And flex your feet so that your feet would be trying to touch the ceiling or walk on the ceiling if they could. And then using the power of your shins, you're going to pull your chest up and your heels are going to go up. We'll take a few breaths here. Another inhale. Another exhale. One more inhale. See how far you can go. Reach your edge. Exhale, come on down. Shake your knees from side to side. Then bring your hands to your lowest ribs. And you're going to press up for upward facing dog. And make your way to downward facing dog. From here, we'll come onto our knees. We'll set up for camel. So camel, we're gonna stand on our knees and make sure that our hips are staying straight. You can also do this pose against the wall. Just imagine that your hips are on the wall and they don't move. Point your tailbone so that it's pointing down. Lift up through your chest. Then let your head fall back. And open up for camel. We'll just do one of these today. And you can bring your hands down towards your heels as you keep your hips and your pelvis forward. Take one more breath in. Exhale, come on out. Make your way to downward facing dog. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Put that nice counter pose going. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Then bring your knees so that they're parallel with your mat. So look at your knees. See that your shins are parallel with your mat. Look forward, and then we're going to jump through the sit. With your knees bent, go ahead and jump, cross your legs, sit down. Then make your way onto your back. And then from your back, we'll do bridge pose. You're going to go ahead, lift your hips up, and really press down through your feet. Activate your feet as you lift your hips up. You can walk your shoulder blades underneath your back, maybe take a bind. And we'll hang out here for a few breaths. But really feel your feet pressing down into your mat to activate your legs. You want your legs fired up here. Good. Then gently lower down. If wheel is in your practice, set up a wheel. If not, get ready to do another bridge. But if you have a wheel, set up a wheel by placing your hands up by your ears. Your elbows are going to go point up toward the ceiling. And then pressing down through your hands, through your feet. Take an inhale, lift yourself up for wheel. We got this. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And then we'll take a breath in, breath out, go back up for wheel or bridge one more time. We'll hold this for 3, 2, 1. Come on down. One more wheel, one more bridge. You must. Same goes. And press on down, lift up. Wheel to number 2, or number 3. We'll hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower all the way down and set up a Supta Baddha Konasana. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Let your head fall back. Keep your eyes open. Stay present. Stay now. My mantra is, I am here. I am now. So whenever my mind wanders, I just come back to that mantra. I am here. I am now. And acknowledge yourself right here and now. For getting on your mat. For flowing this morning. And taking care of yourself. And go ahead and take your legs up. You're going to grab the outside of your feet for dead bug or half baby. You can rock on your back, side to side. Give your spine a nice little massage. And then take your legs straight up. Do some core work. So lower your right leg down about halfway. Keep your left leg up in the air. And then you're going to pulse up to your left foot for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take both legs up, and you're going to lower your legs down 30 degrees, 30 more degrees, 2 inches off the ground. Look up at your toes and lift them all the way back up again. And then lower your legs down 30, another 30, 2 inches off the ground, and all the way back up. Hug your knees into your chest, rock and roll on your back, and then we're going to come up into both toes. You can grab the outsides of your knees. Just make sure you're sitting on your sit bones here with your chest up. You can grab the backs of your thighs to begin with, and then eventually you'll just let your chest hold you up as your core holds you up. Then we'll lower down for low boat, and then we'll bring our knees back in for high boat. So exhale, low boat, inhale, high boat. Let's do one more. Exhale, low boat, inhale, high boat. Bring your knees into your chest, rock and roll, and make your way to downward facing dog. And then from down dog, we'll step our right knee towards our right wrist. Let your head fall down toward the mat. And then press your forehead down in towards your hands as you get a nice hip opener through your right hip. So your right shin is about parallel with the front edge of your mat. And keep your feet flexed here and your eyes open. Try not to check out just yet. And feel that nice deep hip opening. And then we'll switch legs. So we'll do half pigeon on the other side. So we're bringing our left knee towards our left wrist. And then we're going to gently lower ourselves down, keeping our feet flexed. You bring your forehead down towards your hands. And breathe. That nice stretch. And one of the things I love about yoga is that it's a chance to disconnect from all the technology. I know we're on Zoom now, but in a typical yoga session, it's just you and the instructor and your breath. It's a nice, wonderful chance to unplug, recenter, and just focus on your breath and what's going on with your body. And now bring your feet around for double pigeon. Huh? And then switch legs for double pigeon on the other side. And then go ahead and make your way onto your back. Sit up for Shavasana or deep rest. So go ahead and close your eyes, look up at the ceiling, and just take in everything you've just done, all the hard work you put in. Close your eyes, nothing left to do except be. Place your palms up to the sky to receive the practice. Let your legs fall to the side. Take some nice big inhales, even bigger exhales. And gently roll over onto your right side for infant's pose. You're going to kind of curl up into the fetal. And then keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up into a nice seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale your arms straight up into the air. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And we'll finish class with 3 ohms. Inhale. Bring your thumb knuckle to the forehead center. Acknowledge yourselves for getting up and doing the work this morning. And thank you for flowing with me. And together we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Namaste. Nice work, y'all. Again, my name is Charles. I teach at West End, and I also teach for our nonprofit, Aim to Empower. You can find out more information at aimtoempower.org, or you can come see me at West End Yoga. So again, thank you for flowing with me, and happy Extra Give Day. Cheers.